I am an old woman now. My hair is white, and my hands have wrinkles. I remember when I was young. Life was not always easy, but I learned to be strong. When I was young, I worked in a small office. I had a simple job. Every day, I took the bus to work. I wore a plain dress and sat at my desk. I answered phones and typed letters. It was not exciting, but it was honest work. I was quiet and shy. I did not have many friends. I ate lunch alone in the park. I watched the birds and squirrels. I was content, but I also felt lonely. At home, my mother waited for me. She was a strong and loving woman. She had raised me by herself. We lived in a small apartment. It was clean and tidy. We ate dinner together every night. We talked about our day. My mother worked hard in a factory. She made clothes. Her hands were rough, but her heart was soft. She always smiled, even when she was tired. One day, the factory closed. Many people lost their jobs, including my mother. I was scared. How would we pay the rent? How would we buy food? My small salary was not enough. I tried to work harder. I stayed late at the office. I took on extra tasks. But it was still not enough. My mother tried to find a new job, but it was difficult. She was a skilled worker, but she was also getting older. Many places wanted younger people. We used our savings, but the money was running out. I started to sell some of our things. A beautiful vase, a warm blanket, a set of plates. It hurt to let them go. These things were part of our home, but we needed the money. One evening I came home late. My mother was sitting in the dark. She looked very sad. "I have bad news," she said. "We do not have enough money for the rent. We have to move." My heart sank. Move? Where would we go? We had lived in that apartment for many years. It was the only home I had ever known. I felt tears in my eyes. My mother hugged me. "Do not worry, my child," she said. "We will find a way. We always do." But I could hear the worry in her voice. That night, I could not sleep. I tossed and turned in my bed. I thought about our situation. We needed money. We needed it quickly. But how? I did not know what to do. I had always been a good person. I followed the rules. I worked hard. But now it seemed that being good was not enough. The next day at work, I was very distracted. I made mistakes. My boss, Mr. Davis, was not happy. He was a strict man with a loud voice. "You need to focus," he shouted. "This is not good enough." I felt ashamed. I wanted to explain, but I was afraid. I just nodded and tried to work harder. During my lunch break, I sat in the park. I did not eat. I just sat and thought. I watched the people around me. Some were laughing and talking. Some were hurrying and frowning. Everyone had their own lives, their own problems. I felt very alone. As I sat there, I saw something on the ground. It was a wallet. It was thick and full. My heart skipped a beat. I looked around. No one seemed to be looking for it. I picked it up. It felt heavy in my hand. I opened it. There was a lot of money inside. More money than I had ever seen. There were also some cards with a name. Mr. Harrison. A thought flashed through my mind. I could take the money. It would solve all our problems. We could pay the rent. We could buy food. My mother would not have to worry. I looked at the wallet again. It was right there. All I had to do was take it. My hands trembled. I knew it was wrong. It was stealing. But I was desperate. My mother needed me. I thought of her tired face, her sad eyes. I thought of our small apartment, our only home. I closed my eyes. I made a decision. I stood up and walked back to the office. My heart pounded in my chest. I felt like everyone was watching me. I went to Mr. Davis's office. He was sitting at his desk, talking on the phone. I waited outside, my hands sweating. When he finished, he looked up and saw me. "What do you want?" he asked, his voice sharp. I swallowed hard. I found this," I said, holding out the wallet. He frowned. "What is it?" "A wallet," I said. "I think it belongs to someone." Mr. Davis took the wallet and looked at it. He opened it and saw the money. His eyes widened slightly. Then he looked at me. "Where did you find this?" "In the park," I said. He stared at me for a moment. I could not read his expression. I felt a mixture of fear and hope. Would he understand? Would he be angry? Finally, he spoke. "You brought it here?" I nodded. "Yes. I thought someone might be looking for it." Mr. Davis was quiet for a long time. He looked at the wallet. He looked at me. He seemed to be thinking. I held my breath. Then he smiled. It was a small smile, but it was a real smile. "You are an honest person," he said. His words were like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I felt relief flood through me. I just did what was right," I said. Mr. Davis nodded. "Yes, you did. And I am proud of you." He stood up and patted me on the shoulder. It was the first time he had ever done that. It felt good. He took the wallet and made a call. He found Mr. Harrison and told him about the wallet. Mr. Harrison was very grateful. He came to the office to get it. He thanked me again and again. He even offered me a reward. I refused the reward. "I do not want money," I said. "I just wanted to return what was not mine." Mr. Harrison looked surprised. "You are a rare person," he said. "Thank you." When I went home that evening, I told my mother everything. She listened quietly. When I finished, she hugged me tightly. "I am so proud of you, my daughter," she said. "You did the right thing, even when it was hard." I smiled. It was a real smile. I felt happy, not because of money, but because of something else. I had made a choice. I had chosen honesty over need, and it felt powerful. The next day, something unexpected happened. Mr. Davis called me into his office. I was nervous. Had I done something wrong? He looked serious. "I have been thinking about you," he said. "You are a good worker. You are honest. You are reliable. I am going to give you a raise." My eyes widened. A raise? It was more money. It would help us with the rent. It would help us buy food. It was a miracle. "Thank you," I said, my voice full of gratitude. "Thank you, Mr. Davis. You do not know how much this means to me and my mother." Mr. Davis nodded. "You deserve it," he said. "You have earned it." With the raise, we were able to stay in our apartment. My mother eventually found a new job. It was not easy, but we managed. We were together. We were strong. We had faced a difficult time, and we had come through it with our honesty and our dignity. Looking back, I realized that finding that wallet was a test. It was a test of my character. I could have taken the easy way out. I could have solved our problems with someone else's money. But I chose the harder path. I chose to do what was right. And in the end, that choice brought me something much more valuable than money. It brought me self-respect. It brought me the respect of others. And it taught me that even in the darkest of times, honesty is always the best policy.